What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another Rebel FC game, and as I always say, it's gonna be a cracker. There's gonna be goals, there's gonna be entertainment, and that's why you guys come. That's why you're part of the rebellion, and we appreciate everyone that clicks and follows and supports Rebel FC. So today our opponents are going to be Greenwich Borough. They're a very good side, actually, and you're gonna see that in today's game. But as always, I'm gonna run you through the lineup, but just before I do, we've got a lot of trialists in today's game. We wanted to test them out, see what they had to show, see if any of them were going to be good enough to be part of the Rebel starting 11. So let me just run you guys through today's lineup. So in goals, of course, we have got the man himself, Kalen. Then moving on to our back four. At left back, we're going to have Marcus. In the two centre back spots, we've got Will, trialist James Reen, and then also trialist Harry as well. Moving into midfield, some more familiar faces. We've got Lionel and Ali sort of holding and sitting back, and Dylan playing in that number 10 role. Then up front, we've got Morgan, who has bags of pace, and I'm talking bags of pace. We got our big man Rory up front as well, and then Akeem on the right wing, and he's a player that you guys will have seen in the SE Dons game, but yeah, he's featuring in this one as well. Then on bench, it's a pretty lonely bench actually. It is Sava chilling all by himself. There wasn't a spot in the midfield for him in today's game, but another important thing to mind is the two usuals, Jesse and Sam, are going to be making a surprise appearance around halftime due to some prior commitments. So without any of that, it's time to get into today's game. So it's kickoff here at Rebel Road, and it is exciting. As you can see, their player doing a little dance. Really cool. Maybe we could get some music to cue up to that. Rory was nice enough to jump in there at the end as well. And it's kickoff versus Greenwich Borough FC. And Greenwich Borough, they actually play at quite a decent level. They're a semi-pro side, so if you guys follow hashtag, it's the same sort of level as them. And they've got quite a nice kit as well. That sash going across the front there. Let me know, do you guys like that design? I'm always looking forward to our next kit, so any feedback is appreciated. Anyways, we're in our away kit here. We've got Hakeem running down their player. Their number 10 here is going to try and hold off Harry. We've got a few trialists from the previous game actually in today's game, and that'll be really good to see. It's a tough test for them as well, because like I said, this is a good sort of standard of opponent, and Harry's instantly called into action here. He's going to go and sell him as he does a little jump, little star jump in the air there, and Marcus goes in, side tackles, but in the 50-50 they come away with it. He goes, takes that down the line, and it looks like that's going to go out for a goal kick, as the first attacking threat comes from Greenwich Borough, and now their keeper throws that one. It's a bit of a wild throw though. Harry there in midfield, our number 6 is going to try and take him on, and number 3 does a good job of stopping Akeem from doing anything dangerous. We've got Lionel back in the squad, and Lionel's so important to our team, and he just provides that physicality in the midfield, Yaya Toure style. And speaking of a legend in Rebel FC, we've got Ali, and Ali spraying balls left, right, and center as he does so well. Harry on the ball, he's been quite involved in the first few clips actually. Speaking of Ali, he goes and shanks that one wide. Don't worry, Ali, we won't put in a replay for that one, because it wasn't the best thing to watch. Harry there plays it back across into center back. We got James Reen, who also played in the trialist game, up to Rory. Rory starting today's game, plays it through to Dylan. It was just had a little bit too much, but Dylan absolutely bulldozes their player over. Rory's going to try and take it on himself, chooses not to go for Morgan out on his left, and Morgan unable to get the rebound, and it didn't end up landing so nicely for Rebel. But it's a good start, a little bit back and forth. Both teams have had their chances, and Rory there putting in a shift, and Lionel manages to win that one. He's going to go and whack that, and it's a good stop from the keeper, and Lionel will have hoped that he would have scored that, to be honest, because it was a good opportunity. But we like to see that. He was straight back at him, running, hunting him down, putting him back under pressure, and that's what you want to see. As soon as you lose the ball, it's not about putting your hands up in the air, not knowing what to do. You try and win that ball back, and you put in 100%. Anyways, a really bad decision as both the keeper, and it looks like Marcus had a bit of a miscommunication, and because of that, they've gone 1-0 up. I couldn't quite believe what I've just seen. You can see Kalen sat there not knowing what's going on. I don't know if it was anyone's fault, just a lack of communication. A ball sprayed over the top here, and you can see Marcus goes for that. Maybe Kalen made a shout, so Marcus leaves it, but unfortunately it bounces straight into the path of the Greenwich Borough player, and we find ourselves 1-0 down after a poor error on our part. And we've been finding that a lot lately as Rebel. We're not conceding goals that the other teams are making simply from our mistakes. So we need to make sure we can minimize those as much as possible and start winning these games. So again, gets sprayed across there to Marcus. Marcus plays it back into James. Ali signals to go wide, but instead he chooses to play it into Dylan, a more direct approach. And this time Ali gets pushed over, but they manage to give a throw in to them. Ali here wondering where are the options here, but again, a huge ball over the top. Stoke City-esque, and Morgan is so rapid, spins the defender so well. He does a great job of getting onto that, tries to square it, and unfortunately, Harry wasn't in the right place at the right time. He did make an attacking movement, but it wasn't meant to be this time. And their player goes in there, and Will there absolutely stops him in his tracks. He in fact goes out of frame. Take a look at this. Boom, crunch time, and he goes flying like at least 10 meters. That was a big stop there from Will, and a really good challenge from here. We've got Morgan, who's now going to try and whack that, and it's a good shot, but unfortunately wasn't on target. Very close, though, and a positive start from Morgan as well. We know he's really quick, and we know he's got the ability to be a starting player in the team, so it's good that he's getting this opportunity. A ball played across, and this time there was no miscommunication there as Marcus heads that one away. A ball played squared across, and very dangerous ball from their right winger by the looks of things, and they're putting us under a lot of pressure at the top here. They've had a lot of chances, and it's looking good. Number 3 going to play it out wide to number 10 this time, and there's 2 players. Harry does a good job of actually winning that, but it goes out for a throw-in. And they go and take this one quickly as number 7 does a good job to control it. Manages to find shiny boots, number 9, who's going to drag that one wide. He definitely cleaned and shined those boots before this game, because those are definitely the brightest pair of boots on this pitch. Anyways, we've got Sava coming on and instantly throws himself into the action here. Players are dashing all over the place, and Sava's not happy about it at all, and their players just sort of running around on the floor. And now, of course, as per, they square up, and Sava can't help but find it funny. I mean, I don't think you guys realize it, but this guy does 365 days every day, goes to the gym, no joke. But they high-five it, and they manage to work it out. But Morgan there, almost thrown goal actually, and Sava straight into the action once again as manages to find Dylan, who runs himself into a little bit of a roadblock, going to try and find his way out here, winds up and rockets that one. That's another £100. Dylan, you owe me so much money. And to be honest with you, for the rest of the game, it was all very boring, and all the way up till halftime, I was pretty much half asleep. There was literally no chances and a lot of sloppy passing. So let's just skip through all that, shall we? Now let's focus on halftime and what's in store for us, as it is 1-0 to Greenwich Borough. Rebel FC have a lot to go. We have a lot of new players playing on here that maybe haven't played together so much and as much as you'd like, but it's a good test for the new boys, and we'll be interested to see how we get on in the second half. Let's see what Saul has to say at halftime.
Big opportunity for a lot of people today. The people who joined us. We basically play like a free. So one of you guys has always just got to be joining in. Really positive, all right? We've got 2 holding in there. That gives you the license to be always bombing up. Obviously, one goes, one stays. Nice and compact here at the back. We'll try and just defend like that in there. All right, so get really positive up there. Keane, Morgan, try and give us width. Harry and Marcus, don't be afraid to make inside runs as well. Just really positive, getting up there and supporting these players. Key thing is, look, they're going to be fit. So try and keep the ball as much as possible. All right, bearing in mind at the moment we've got 1 sub. Let's try and keep possession, try and be a bit composed, and let them try and do the running. Now, last of all, what a great evening it is. Conditions are fantastic. All right, great opportunity for everybody here to come and play. It's a great opportunity. Go out there, enjoy it, and have fun. Let's do it.
So it's the second half kickoff, and as you can see, the first 2 people to touch the ball are Jesse and Sam. They've just come from a football event they were at, so unfortunately they weren't able to be here for the beginning, but they've come on now, and so let's see if they can impact the game in a positive way and see if we can get this game back in our hands. So we've got Greenwich Borough here on the ball at the back this time, but it was cut out there by Lionel. Lionel gets dispossessed though, and it looks like they're going to be on the counter-attack here. Number 9 is putting it through the burners, and number 9 here, but it's a great challenge once again from Will, who bails out Rebel FC at the back again. It was a really, really nice tackle from him, and probably his second big moment there so far this game. Anyways, we've got Sam here holding it off, and it looks like that should have been called for a foul, and the referee makes the right decision there, and Sam Miles straight into the mix as it gets teed off there to Ali. Ali winds up, pretends he's going to take one there. He's holding off one guy for a little bit, but ends up with Ali. Ali now Will in a bit of a tricky situation, finds himself out with a nice bit of footwork into Ali there, who dishes it out on his left foot, all the way wide, through to Marcus, who's playing a little bit higher up right now, and he actually gets dispossessed there as we have, who's that? That's Sam, actually, straight into the action. Look at the way he comes in, and we managed to get a throw in off the back of that from some good pressing from Rebel FC. Number 4, Lionel here on the ball, ships it across to Ali. Looks like they're making quite a nice partnership so far. Ali managed to pick out Dylan, who's going to wind up, fakes it there. Is it Jesse? No. This time it's through to Morgan, and unfortunately, a little bit of a misplaced pass, and maybe Morgan being on his heels a little bit too much means that we weren't able to go through on goal there, but it looks promising, and chances are coming, and some good pressure here from Jesse there, and Dylan, who does a really good job. Morgan comes flying in there, and it's some good press from Rebel FC. It's so much easier when you work as a team there, and the linesman flag goes up, but it looks like they're going to play advantage. Now we've got them attacking us on the right wing, and he's going to try and curl one in, and Will, in the right place at the right time, manages to intercept that ball very nicely. Plays it through to Dylan. Dylan manages to wrestle off their player, feeds Jesse throughs in a bit of a 2v versus 4 situation. He's got Morgan with him, he's got Dylan with him as well, and Dylan opts not to go for it, and it looks like the referee's going to call that one for a free kick. Dylan hovers over this one, smacks that, and that one's out for a corner off of their wall. Greenwich with the ball down on this left-hand side there as they're finding themselves under some pressure. But unfortunately, their midfielder makes a terrible error, and Jesse's there to take advantage of it. He goes past one and smacks that in with his left foot, and it's a goal on his weak foot. The instant impact from Jesse as we managed to tie it up 1-1, and Rebel FC are back in the game in the second half. That was huge from him, and that really just comes from him taking advantage of an error in midfield. His good pressing. You see the whole team comes over to congratulate him because they appreciate that it really was just all him for this one. He drags that onto his left foot, and a good job to finish it and put it past the keeper. And that's what he does. You can see David there clapping away in the background. Cheers for that, David. And now Greenwich Borough is 1-1. The game is back on. Who is going to come away with this one? Let's find out. Will, unfortunately, makes his first error of the game as it gets threaded through there to one of their players, and Reen there, and that is just some poor defending from everyone. Just as we get the game back in our sides, we have some very, very poor defending, and it leads to another goal, and it's 2-1 to Greenwich Borough. Take a look at this. Goes past one, a poor challenge there, and then a poor challenge from Will, and it's just too many mistakes, and it's led to their goal. Jesse now ready for a kickoff, and we're gonna find ourselves down 1 goal again. This time 21 Sava down on this left-hand side. Marcus making the overlapping run. Sava says absolutely not. Oh wait, he's been bodied off of this one. He's not happy about that at all. Maybe Sava needs to do 366 days at the gym by the looks of things there, and it gets shipped out all the way to right back this time. Ali feeds it through to Harry. Harry's going to play one over the top here to his trialist buddy Morgan, who's going to play one across, and unfortunately Jesse wasn't able to get as an equalizer, but he appreciates the ball that was played across from Morgan there. And now we've got Greenwich on the ball to their number 4, who had the error for our second goal, and this time again some poor defending, but a great stop there from Kaylin, and we were very, very lucky they didn't make that 3-1 right then and there. Kaylin saves our bacon. Some dodgy things happen at the back right now. Not exactly sure what's going on as he takes that one past Sava, number 17. I like your number, mate. He gets played the 1-2 there, and it looks like it's going to be another goal. It's 3-1 Greenwich Borough. A really nicely worked goal on their part. Fair play to him there. They had runners in the box, and it's 3-1, and now the game looks like it could be going out of our hands. He does a great job of just throwing himself at that ball, getting a foot to it, and that number 9 has looked dangerous all game. He's really, really quick. Anyways, ball played through to Lionel here. Lionel brings that one wide through to Marcus. Are Rebel going to be able to do anything with this game? There's still a bit of time. It's only the 65th minute right now, but it's a bit of a hill to climb, to be honest with you guys. Here we have Will is looking patient now. He's got to pick the right ball. He's going to play it long. It looks like a bit of a route one. Cameraman needs to catch up to that one. Dylan now, number 8, tries to feed one through, and it's a great ball through to Hakeem. Hakeem's going to chip it over, and we are back in this game. It is 3-2 Rebel FC. A great finish, from Hakeem, and it has been goals galore in this second half so far. What a ball from Dylan as he picks that one out, and a great run there from Hakeem as well. A well-worked Rebel FC goal, and we find Will on the ball once again. Number 13 is going to take it past one of their players here, and he looks to be charging through that midfield, ships it out wide, and this time, unfortunately, Sava wasn't able to get onto it. Will with a dive-in effort there, and it was halfway up the park, and it looks like they're going to be on it there, and another goal! They've just put that wide. It went through the legs of Kaylin, And wow, that should have been another goal to them and made that 4-2. It's some sloppy stuff here from Rebel as we're getting caught in all sorts of situations right now. But Jesse, the man of the moment so far, dishes one through to Sava here, who looks to be onside, cuts it back across, and he's in a bit of a predicament there, and unfortunately doesn't make the right choice and is unable to get a shot off on target. But number 4 has been involved in quite a few of their goals now, plays it across there, and Jesse once again involved in getting the ball back, is played out there to Dylan. Dylan, who's had a good game so far, is going to see what he's able to create here. Little step over there, takes it wide, but unfortunately leads to nothing, and it's another attack. But with that being said, it looks like they're actually going to give it a free kick. Jesse steps up, curls it into the corner, and Jesse with an amazing free kick there. Let me know, is that an amazing free kick from Jesse, or should the keeper have done better and trusted his wall? I have no idea there, but that swerved its way in. It was a really, really nice free kick from him. Let's have another look at the replay here. Just look at the curl. Boom, it is out, and it just tucks itself in. Perfectly placed from Jesse, and he's happy with that. It looks like he's given a bit of grief to the other players who'd been giving him a stick during this second half. Sam there cuts that out. Ooh, nice little roulette spin there as he takes that one away from their player's feet, and he's gone again. This time ships it out there to the right. He looks for the 1-2, and he gets it, and Willie's going to play it back. He is going to play it back to Jesse. Jesse, unfortunately, doesn't have it there, and there's a bit of tussling back and forth going on as Rebel realize they are still in this game. And are we going to be able to find ourselves a winner? It's coming soon. Let's see. And it's just on the edge. What's going on here? I mean, this is so hard to see. It's like a needle in a haystack. Look how many feet there are. But with that being said, there was actually a nutmeg there. You guys might have noticed it, but the replay hopefully clarified that for you guys. There was a nutmeg there from Jesse, and a good challenge there from Will. Once again, he seems to be making quite a few of these last-ditch tackles. And another one there from Will. He's just throwing his body in, and it's getting a very physical game here. Sam manages to find himself a little bit of space and clear the danger. Their player almost slips over his own feet there. It's not a rainy day, so maybe he just needs to sharpen his studs or whatever. Make sure he gets that extra grip. A ball played across there, and that was very close to them taking the lead once again. And it's been a good game, actually. Back and forth a lot throughout this whole game. A very intense game. But again, it is Rebel FC on the break down this right-hand side. It's Hakeem who's going to ship one across, and unfortunately doesn't land at any of the Rebel players' feet, as it was a good bit of movement there from Hakeem. A ball played in, and you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I put that in because I just thought that was an absolutely hilarious corner. It just didn't even go into play. How has that happened? But a good bit of work from number 17 there, with an amazing number I might add, and he almost gets to it, but it's a big collision there with Kalen. They both go in it 50-50. Kalen puts himself body on the line for Rebel FC. You can see their player as well double checking that he's all right, because it looked really, really painful, to be honest with you. But you can't fault a keeper that's willing to put his body on the line for Rebel FC, especially in tense moments like this. And as a ball played over, Kalen gets his fingertips to it, and they've ended up with a ball just on the edge of the box. Tries to nutmeg Lionel. Lionel's having absolutely none of it. Their number 17, who's looked dangerous this game, is going to try and take on Marcus. Marcus stays with him. Unfortunately, doesn't block the cross, but it was going over the bar anyway. So danger averted. Sava with a really, really good pinch there, and it should be a yellow card for their player, but it doesn't look like he was going to give it. And now they're on the attack once again. In a nice little spin. That looked like a little dance move there. He's going to wind up number 11, but it was actually a poor shot. Anything else, and that should have realistically been a goal. And they're really piling on the pressure in these last 10 minutes, as it's been Greenwich Borough all day long. They land it up there, a set piece. It manages to find the ball loose, and once again, he goes for a nice little Cruyff turn there, but Will's sticking on him big time like Velcro. He's not getting away from him. He looks for the 1-2 to his teammate. He's going to try and curl that one in, and it's a good stop there from Kalen. We've got ourselves a free kick, and Lionel standing over the ball. He tries to take that one quickly through to Dylan. We're in extra time now. Dylan gets past one, and he's going to run himself into a little bit of traffic, and it doesn't work out. Just into extra time. Is the whistle going to blow? Let's find out. No, it looks like there's going to be one final attack here from Greenwich Borough. As he goes, it's a tackle played in there. This guy's going to try and whack that one, and that's well and truly over the bar. But fortunately, the netting caught that one. Dylan, take notes. That's going to wrap it up. It's full time. It is 3-3. 3. Unfortunately, we were unable to find a winner. Chessie came on and put in an absolute shift, managed to pick up 2 goals and a goal from Hakeem there as well. So it's good football from the boys. We were unable to beat Greenwich Borough today. Maybe we'll be having a rematch at some point, but they were a very good opponent. And not to mention, we had a lot of players today as well that this was their first ever game for Rebel FC, so that has to be noted too. It's all about taking time, gelling with the team, spending time in training, working together. But overall, happy with the performance today. As always, guys, it is time for the Rebel FC stats, as the stat man has put together the correct information for today's game. Last time we had 91% pass completion rate. Today it was only 87, so a little bit down, but still very high, which is good for us. Last time we had 50%, so we had 10 out of 20 shots. This time a lot less shots, but more were on target, so maybe a little bit more accurate in today's game. Tackles made last time was 19. This time it was a whopping 36, which is so much more than last time. It must have been a real scrap in the middle there. Interceptions made last time was 32, and this time it was 38. So you could just imagine possession was changing so much more this game. Last time 65% of headers we won. This time it was only 61%, so a little bit lower there. But overall, not a bad showing for us. It was good, especially those shots on target. Accuracy was A1 in today's game, and big up to Rebel FC's stat man for that one. We appreciate you, and so do the viewers, my friend. But with that in mind, guys, we really appreciate all the support on today's video. 3-3 draw. It wasn't the win that we wanted to bring you guys, but your support is honestly so much appreciated. So feel free to continue all that. Don't forget to join the rebellion. Make sure you check out all the players' links down below, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.